Hello, viewers. You are welcome again to my channel. Thank you for always coming back to my channel. Thank you for always clicking. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Farmer Tanto. I am a grassroots environmental activist. I am a farmer. And today I am back in my eco village after having been traveling for over a month in other parts of Cameroon to showcase what other young people are doing in terms of agriculture, in terms of creativity. So I decided to come back to my eco village. And today, in this episode, I'm going to tell you people about social entrepreneurship. Who is a social entrepreneur? A social entrepreneur is somebody who identifies a problem in his community and he does his best, to see how he can solve this problem for the benefit of humanity. I am a social entrepreneur and I was elected a social entrepreneur in an organization called Ashoka. Some of you who might not know about Ashoka, Ashoka is the largest organization for social entrepreneurs in the world. It is the fourth largest NGO in the whole world. Ashoka started in 1980 by just one person, and who is that? Bill Drayton. He wanted to solve problems around the world, but he didn't know how to go about it. And when he traveled to India, he realized that a lot of people were living in abject poverty. But despite the poverty that people were living in, there were some individuals who were still struggling to see how they could solve some societal problems. And when he learned about a king in India called King Ashoka and learned how the king's philosophy was, everybody has to be a change maker in the community. And he was so motivated by the philosophy of that king. And then he named the organization Ashoka. So Ashoka is now in 80 countries all over the world. And Ashoka has got over 4,000 fellows since 1980s. Ashoka is in all walks of life. And whether you are in the civil society, whether you are in human rights, whether you are a farmer, whether you are an environmental activist, whether you are a nurse, you can become an Ashoka fellow. Why was I elected into Ashoka Fellowship? I was elected into Ashoka Fellowship simply because I had a passion to solve the issues of water crisis that we face in our country and in the continent of Africa and in the whole world. And the reason why I decided to go into water issues is because when I was at the agricultural college, I drank dirty water and I contracted typhoid, and this traumatized me for over 7 years. And I started asking myself, why should people die of something that is necessary for life, which is water? I started doing a lot of research about water, how to conserve water catchments, how to build springs, how to dig wells, to ensure that communities should have access to safe drinking water. Remember, access to safe drinking water is a universal human right, and everybody must have the right to safe drinking water. So when Ashoka found me, they had to call me for an interview in Lagos, Nigeria. The first day, I had 4 hours of interview non-stop because they wanted to know about my idea, because Ashoka believes in your new idea to solve humanitarian problem. So after the 4 hours of interview, I was successful. And the second phase of the interview, I had to be interviewed by 5 expatriates, for 1 hour each, and they were to grade me against 5 criterias. And after that level, I succeeded, and the results were taken to the global office in Washington, D.C., on which they took almost a year to debate on it to see if my idea was actually a new idea that can be scaled not only in my country but across Africa. And after 1 year, I received a phone call that congratulations, Farmer Tanto, you have been elected Ashoka Fellow in Cameroon. And that is how I became Ashoka Fellow. But believe me, it is not easy, to go through the selection criteria. It is one of the most complicated selection criteria in the world to be elected as a fellow. But believe me, anybody can become an Ashoka Fellow. Do you have any idea that is burning in you? Do you have any new idea that can solve humanitarian problems around the world? If yes, you can be the next Ashoka Fellow. In Cameroon, we have just about 7 fellows in Cameroon, compared to Nigeria that has over 300 fellows. But all over the world, Ashoka has 4,000 fellows. So our goal is that we want to encourage people to get into social entrepreneurship, because the best thing is achieving life when you offer your services for free. When I was elected Ashoka Fellow, Ashoka does not sponsor any project, but Ashoka empowered you as a social entrepreneur, as an individual, so that you can sit and have a comfortable life and you can scale up your idea. And because I was a fellow, I had to receive a monthly stipend for 3 years from the global office so that I could sit comfortably and take care of my family and to see how I can have a calm mind to scale up. And thanks to the stipend I received from Ashoka Fellow, that helped me to start the ecological village here in Bamenda. And we are setting up an eco village now to see how we can reconnect people back to nature, city dwellers who are disconnected from ecological lifestyles, to reconnect them back to nature. And because of Ashoka, I've been able to travel to several countries, to share my ideas. And now, as an Ashoka Fellow, I'm currently doing a training program in Nairobi, Kenya, where we are training trainers, on water conservation, on springs, on wells, on access to safe drinking water. Because of the Ashoka network and the activities that we've been doing, we've been able to build more than 60 water projects all over the Northwest that is providing access to safe drinking water. And now thousands of people are able to benefit from clean water. If you have any burning new idea in you that can solve humanitarian problems, and you are interested to become an Ashoka fellow, please go to the website and research more about Ashoka, and you can be the next fellow that will be a change maker in your community, because Ashoka believes in you as a change maker. In Ashoka philosophy, everyone is a change maker. Thank you for always coming back to my channel. Thank you for always subscribing. Please keep on subscribing. And together we are going to change the narratives to see how we can continue to solve humanitarian problems, even right at the grassroots. I am farmer. No farmer, no future. Peace and blessings.